And there's Spencer that lives. Spencer is a little rat. Oh, yeah, she could have been. Oh, very true. Good point. Yeah. She very well could have been with him. It's possible. Spencer is a little egotistical little weasel. And he can't figure out. See, his mom was in charge of Alexandria, and he can't figure out why he's not in charge. And he's willing to do pretty much anything to put himself in charge. So anyway, Spencer hides a couple of the guns. And Rick's like, you're going to turn them over. And they search Andrea. Yeah, the governor. Yeah, the governor's. Yeah, Spencer. Oh, that was such a great scene. Andrea. Yeah, but then she'd go back to the prison and wah. This is what they're going to do. And then she ends up back with the governor. And then she was going to kill him, but of course we know what happened. So I don't know. Maybe she was all right in the end, but she was driving me crazy. Couldn't make up her mind. Anyway, Rick finds the gun stashed in Spencer's house, along with stolen food he's been stashing, and liquor. So the Saviors leave with half of Alexandria's belongings, and their beds, I might add. They took their beds, too. Spencer was a little egotistical little weasel. That was so great when he did go. Okay, and then we have Michonne, who is Rick's other half at this point. And she tries to convince Rick to fight back against Negan. But he's afraid that it's just going to result in more deaths. Of course, he's like, right now, he's going to follow the orders, so to speak. Yeah, he was very, the start of all the troubles. Yeah, he was the governor. Yeah, he was pretty interesting. They didn't have to go on and tell that backstory. Michonne and Rick, oh yeah, I gotta love it. Gotta love it. So, the Saviors head out from Alexandria back to the sanctuary with half of Alexandria's stuff. Okay? They took their other beds or mattresses. So, Michonne is trying to convince Rick, look, this is what we need to do. And Rick's kind of, I'm afraid because I don't want anybody else to get killed. And then we have Rosita. And she's getting, in this season, Rosita was like, I wanted to smack her. I really did. She blames Eugene, you haven't done anything, yada, yada, yada. She was sleeping with Spencer, come on. And, she wants Eugene to make her a bullet for a gun that she retrieved from a dead walker. And, of course, she kind of beats him into complying. So, he does it. Then we're back to Hilltop where Maggie's at. Of course, the doctor, Carson, advises her to remain at Hilltop for the remainder of her pregnancy. And Maggie and Sasha gained the allegiance of Hilltop residents after they saved them from a walker attack. And then you have Gregory, who's supposedly in charge of Hilltop. Oh my God. He lets, Maggie saves him from a walker, for crying out loud. He's such a wimp. Wow. He's a character, boy. And you really want a walker to get him. You have to realize when we talk The Walking Dead, they are not zombies. They are walkers. So, when we talk about The Walking Dead, we say walkers. That's what we're talking about. Oh, it's awesome. Oh, better than a soap opera. You have Gregory. He's in charge of this Hilltop group. They're starting to find out about different groups. Okay, they're not the only ones. In the U.S. still alive. And you have Hilltop, you have the Kingdom, you have Sanctuary where the bad guys are, and you have Alexandria. So, kind of, very much more intense. But in the Walking Dead world, we refer to zombies, they're walkers. Okay, so Michonne is trying to convince Rick to fight back. Rosita wants a bullet made for her gun. She retrieved from a dead walker. And Eugene's like, yeah, okay. Waltzers, okay. We can go with that. But, Maggie and Sasha are a force to be reckoned with. And Maggie lets Gregory have it several times, and you have to love it. And, he just kind of bows down to her a little bit. He doesn't push her too much. But anyway, one of the saviors, Simon, stops by Hilltop to talk to Gregory and see if he knows anything about the attack on the Savior's outpost. And then you meet Tom Payne, who plays Jesus. And this guy is, yummy. Okay. He's kind of Gregory's right-hand man at Hilltop. And he's great. He's great because he really wants Maggie to kind of take over. But see, Maggie is actually, Negan doesn't know she's alive. So they're kind of hiding out there with her. So the Savior stops by Hilltop to talk to Gregory. And his name's Jesus. And he kind of foils an attempt of Gregory's to turn in Maggie and Sasha. Oh, yes. Come on. People who watch The Walking Dead. So I'm just trying to fill you in before Sunday. Yeah, I did. Share. So, so you have this wishy-washy leader who wants to kiss the Savior's butt, Negan's butt, because he thinks he's worthy of a post with him, whatever. But he lets Maggie and Jesus run over him a little bit. And because he knows they'll kick his butt. Even Maggie could. So then you have this little girl, Enid. And to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's awesome. To tell you the truth, Enid, I'm not sure what she's even doing on the show. But I have a feeling. Did you know there's going to be a crossover between Fear the Walking Dead and The Walking Dead? And there's going to be a character from The Walking Dead that's going to be in Fear. So we're going to have a crossover because when they started Fear the Walking Dead, they said we would find out who Patient Zero was eventually. So they're going to start doing a crossover that they have hinted around for a while now. So that is going to be happening. So look for that. Does anybody watch Fear? I know you do. I could not. That woman is worse than Andrea and Lori put together. Oh, that woman on Fear just drives me absolutely crazy. So as I'm talking about some of these characters, I'm trying to fill you in on who they are. It's kind of hard if you haven't seen it. Excuse me, sinuses, oh my gosh. So you have these groups that Rick's group is finding out that is out there. They know about Hilltop, Alexandria. They don't know about the kingdom yet. But they're going to find out they're not alone. That is the main thing here. And, of course, Glenn was Maggie's husband and Negan killed him and she was pregnant. They were trying to get her to the doctor. Okay. Then we have Carl. He's planning his own little coup. He wants to kill Negan. And he has a little plan. Enid, his so-called, and I quote, girlfriend. I think he should have better taste than that, but what do I know? Anyway, Enid sneaks out of Alexandria to go check on Maggie at Hilltop. And Carl, of course, who is on a secret mission to kill Negan, goes with her. And they kiss. Isn't that cute? They're teenagers, by the way, guys. So, and then you have Tara. After they had attacked one of Negan's outposts, Tara and Heath, two of the characters, go out on a basically a scavenger mission. Okay, and there was a walker attack on them, and Tara falls off a bridge. And we find out there's another group out there we didn't know about. And they're called Oceanside. So now we have Oceanside, Hilltop, Alexandria, the Sanctuary, and the Kingdom. So there's two people that are on the beach that discover Tara unconscious, Cindy and Rachel. And Tara wakes up and follows her back to Oceanside. Her arrival sounds the alarm, and they capture her. So, this is a total, Oceanside is made up of total, all women. Yeah, I wonder if she's the one that's going to be in the crossover. Because we're not exactly sure where she came from, if you think about it. You know? Yeah, he needs a little, she's creepy. I'm not sure exactly what what she's supposed to be doing. She hasn't done a whole lot. But anyway, this Oceanside is made up of all women. Negan had either killed or killed all their men or taken them to the sanctuary to work for Negan. So they took all the men and everybody. So it's all women and girls. So, yeah, I'm just wondering if it's going to be her that's going to be doing the crossover. So, they have a discussion, Natanya, the Oceanside leader, they have a discussion about Tara to discuss an alliance with them. So, but that's not the plan. They want to take her out in the woods and kill her. But Tara realizes what's going on, and as she escapes. And the girl Cindy helps her, but makes Tara promise to keep their community a secret, which she does for quite a while. Because she kept her promise. So, she makes it back, of course, to Alexandria. Okay, now you have Carl on a secret mission to kill Negan. Then, on the way that Negan's leaving Alexandria, Jesus sneaks into one of his cargo trucks to find out where he lives, where the sanctuary is. And he finds Carl in the truck. Surprise! Later, Jesus jumps out of the truck, but Carl stays inside and pulls a gun on Negan after they get to the sanctuary. So, you go, Carl. He had I don't know. Negan kind of admires him for doing that. And, of course, the Saviors capture him. And Negan shows Carl around the sanctuary. And he takes him back to Alexandria. I mean, he's showing him around and trying to... And in the meantime, he's kind of... If you... you have to see Jeffrey Dean Morgan as the Negan character. He is just phenomenal. During one of the seasons, Carl lost an eye, and he's still got it covered with a bandage. And Negan makes him take it off and kind of makes fun of him. Like, oh, no wonder you have it covered up. Gee, Negan has very colorful language. And as I understand it, they're going to be a little more freer with the language on there this year, this season. So, there's not so many restrictions on the language thing. So they're going to kind of let him go, I guess. Not pull the reins in so much. So this season, the censors aren't going to... whine too much, I guess, about it. So, okay. Anyway, Negan is showing Carl around the sanctuary. Like bragging and showing him what's going on. And basically, he kind of wants to bring him into the fold, so to speak. And Carl's kind of fascinated. And he meets his wives. Not just one wife.